Hello and welcome back to Diamond Society. That kind of hurts. Today I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break. And stuck in the door. There we go. Not stuck in the door. We're going to take a little bit of a break from the project in the walled off city. Do something that I've been meaning to do for a while now, and that is to transport some villagers from up there to, I'll have to cheat a little bit. Ooh. Back. Down here. It was already down here. I don't know why I went all the way to the top. But I have to get the villagers clear down to here. It is not an easy task considering the way I've got everything set up. That is what this is going to be for. But instead of taking and messing with boats and working them across, I'm going to use tracks. And I'm going to use them in a very unique way. Instead of having one continuous track line that goes all the way down here, my track line is going to go to the water and down this hole, which was actually already here. Don't know why, but this was all cleared out quite a long time ago. Don't know who did it. Not saying that I mind either, because actually that helps me out. But they'll come down and drop here, where I can push the lever. They go shooting off here, down this corridor, and to, whoops. Is that down this corridor? I forgot if I touch them torches, they pop off. Down here. And up and into here, where I've got this open and a fence so that they cannot escape. Also going to have another set down here at a later date. Basically, I'll probably get these first two set up, and then I'll worry about doing those two off camera. But as you can see, I've got potatoes in there, and I'm using Cortezerino's little setup. I'll have the link in the description below, possibly. If it's not there, just yell at me. But in order to do this, I have to go up to the ship. And for that, I'm just going to cut, so you don't have to see me walking and hopping and swimming and doing all that fun stuff. So when I come back, I'll be at the ship. Okay, so from up here, I blocked off the nether portal just so that no baddies will come through it and interrupt me. But I have to move these guys here all the way over to this door here, which I will replace all the blocks that I have taken out. And from there, I have to go over to there. And what's going to happen is that the villager's going to hit that block there. There's a hole, and they're going to drop all the way down. Because there is a hole directly below where that hole there is. This should make for an interesting time lapse, to say the very least. And without really much else to say, I'm going to go ahead and start by building out from here and over to there. So hopefully you enjoy that.
This ain't the end.
Okay, well, whoops. Sorry, screen. Yep. If I figured everything out right, this should get me all the way down there. This big, long, windy path. So, all I really have to do is open this gate. And he should want to run. Come on. Get in the cart. And no, don't. Standing on the, there we go. We'll block you in that way. Block you in that way, and there he goes. Now, if I've done it right, I should be able to sit right here and watch. Gonna go down. Get stuck somewhere. Are you stuck somewhere? There's only one way to find out. Whoosh. Should have went all the way there. Him up there. Don't see him over here. Only one possible place. Start break down here. No. Well, by all rights, he should be down here. Have to keep our fingers crossed. All right. There. I'm just going to have to put a door there, I think, because that's too hard for me to go in and out of all the time like that. Okay, around here and down. Now the only thing I'm thinking about is it may take 2 people to do this. Might despawn. Don't think so. Should stay in the minecart, and he could be down here. And he is! Success! Success! Let's see here. This way? Going to be a lot of track. But that if everything works out the way I want, I should have down until he stops. Now all I gotta do is worry about the rest of the track. But I'm going to make a quick cut and I will get him all situated. And just like that, he's already off and working at planting and growing potatoes. So I will get the next one and finish off this little cell here. Okay, now I'm going to take and go for a ride, follow right behind him. This can't go too terribly wrong. It's kind of comical how I do this. And yes, I know. I'm having far too much fun moving villagers than I have. Oh, I'm not going to catch up to my other minecart, am I? There it is. There he is. He's inside now. Okay, so now what I have to do is get a hoe. Hoe the ground. They should plant the potatoes. If I can remember where I put my hoe. Is. And if I am right, should have about 17 potatoes in my box up there. Should be picking and dropping potatoes. Let's go see how many potatoes I actually have now. Doubt it'll be very many. But you never, ever know. I have 27 potatoes already. And the nice thing is, that's a passive farm. So when the chunks are loaded, they will be planting and picking up potatoes. And I'm also going to do the exact same thing for carrots. They've got enough to fill up their inventories and keep themselves happy and occupied. And I am going to actually move the other ones off camera, get them all set up. Because now you've seen how that works. I've still got the farm over there yet to build. Oh, see, and they're going to work in unison. They'll also toss potatoes back between each other. And if they don't catch them, the hoppers below will pick them up. And they'll keep cycling through them. And when they run out, they go out to the outer edge, pick up potatoes. The only thing I have to work on is the poison potatoes. I will do that here as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little... Well, no, I'm not going to end here. I think I'll come back once I have everything else done. All right, so I went ahead and did a little bit more work down here. And as soon as we get down, I'd also like to apologize. I just noticed while I was pre-editing some of the footage that the audio had dips in it, and that was completely my fault. I left in a noise gate that was allowing extra clipping, or not extra clipping, but cutting out the audio at lower frequencies than what I was used to. So I went ahead and got rid of that, so there shouldn't be any more sudden gaps in the audio unless I pause to take a breath or just somehow forget what I'm going to talk about. But as you can see, the minions are working hard. They're producing potatoes like crazy now. And yes, they are dropping some off on the sides here, but they'll pick them up and replant them, so that's not too big of a loss. But over here, you'll notice that there's 2 villagers missing. And these 2 are over here going ballistic on the carrots over here. Now, in the time that it took me to finish that one and get it all set up and running, I had, let's come back up here, I had found that I had nearly 2 rows of potatoes. Now, in another hour, I had 3 rows. And in that same hour, I had 2 full rows almost of carrots. So this farm really does do well. I'll be so glad once they change that to where you can have chests lined up next to each other. I hate these trap chests so much. But as you can see, I mean, there's carrots coming in at a pretty good rate. I mean, it's not overly efficient, but for what I need, I'll probably never finish that row. And like I said, I still have all those chests there. But the only thing left to do is to move the one villager down here, who is a farmer, an actual farmer, up into the storage room, which I can do that off camera because that's going to be a chore. But he's got some decent deals, 15 potatoes for an emerald and 15 carrots for an emerald. And I don't know what his other trades are, so you know what I'm going to do? Let's unlock him while he's on camera. Just come over here and grab, yeah, we'll grab some potatoes. What the heck? We'll get 2 emeralds. As you can see, I mean, that was pretty much the reason why I wanted to set those farms up the way I did. So that I can just come down, well, not come down here, but just go right next to him. And go boink. Boink. And that should unlock him for his next trades. 10, oh jeez, 10 pumpkins for an emerald. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and do that too. Might as well unlock him completely. Because we have pumpkins up here as well. Let's see here. Pumpkin should be here. Go ahead and get a few pumpkins. Since they're 10 for an emerald, we'll get 6 emeralds. And that will give us 8 emeralds altogether. Yay! Uh-huh. Yeah, you like those. There we go. And 10 mil. Geez, he's a good villager. Man, he's good. I mean, I've already got 8 emeralds and I've got enough to make probably tons of melons up there. But that was the whole point of having these villagers down here, is that I wanted to be able to have my own little emerald farm. And I wanted it sooner, but that's okay. Things come when they come, I guess. But in the next episode, I'm going to actually be returning to the main city to finish off the, well, the exterior-wise of the skyscraper. And I'm probably going to open the video with a time-lapse, which will make more sense because there's not much left to do on it, but there's enough left on the outside that I'd rather not talk through the video as much as possible. And this is going to harvest eventually soon. I don't think I've even showed this off on camera, but maybe once or twice. I've never actually shown it harvesting. But basically it works off the same premise as my single observer block sugarcane farm. When that pumpkin there grows, all 3 rows harvest themselves. Now I've found that I think it's 8 melons is almost enough to... Oh, chicken died. 8 melons is enough to just about fill up 1 row or 1 stack of melon slices. That's why I only have 2 here and the rest are all pumpkins. Because if I'm going to use jack-o'-lanterns for lighting at some point, I'd much rather have more pumpkins than have melons. Because I don't really need the melons for anything else but to make emeralds. And of course, because I want this to harvest... Oh, as you can see, potato... And probably a carrot will be coming through. But I mean, every so often, something just flies through here. And, of course, that's not going to break. Just because I want it to. But I can show you what else I have over here. I think I already showed all this. But over here, I've got my... It's a single level cactus farm. Just a regular basic one. Nothing really overly fancy. There's a carrot. And my chicken cooker I had upstairs, I relocated down here. So basically, everything in these chests now are getting items. All the ones that have sorter units. That's for carrots. This one's potatoes. Yada, 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 yada. But it's pretty much, it's just a self-contained little storage area. And all the farms are within relative distance of my base. So basically, anybody that's near here is loading the chunks and is causing the farms to produce. Doink, doink. There's more potatoes. But having said that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, hi. I'm very close to the camera right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I had fun doing it today, this one. And until next time, guys, have fun.